Welcome, audio fans. It's time for another episode of the podcast, presented by J&J Production Studios, your home for entertainment with your favorite shows available every week. And now, it's time to begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Good night and good evening, good morning, depending on what day and time it is, or what time of the day it is, depending on your time there. Sorry, I'm kind of getting like a reflection here. I'm not sure if that's the coloring the screen, what we're looking at here. It's really strange. Anyway, sorry, getting early morning late, but it is me, Samcro here. I haven't done an episode for this in a little bit. I wanted to do another chilling with me moment. This one's gonna be a little bit different though. And this is going to be a special episode that's probably only going to be up here on the channel. I only have it streaming live. If you want to check it out here, click the QR code. It takes you to J&J Production Studios, all of our stuff. It's only going to be featured on our channel here. We do have the new network channel, as you guys might know. We've been doing that. But this is more of a personal thing. So I kind of wanted to just share this here and have you guys, those that you follow us, if you know, are familiar with, this will be something, maybe somewhat familiar, non-familiar, but you kind of know how the content that we typically go. Let me just take this QR code, because that's really a weird thing I never saw before. I think it's the coloration in the screen and everything. Okay. Anyway, but I wanted to do this, talk about a few things, a lot of personal things happening for me lately. And so I wanted to share this. I'm also featuring this because I'm hoping that this will reach to a certain select group audience too. I'm going to share some personal things, not too many things, and nothing too specific, just because I can't get too personal and specific, but I'm going to try to touch base on a lot of things, just because a lot has gone on. I've thought a lot about a lot of things, but struggle still with a lot of things. And my hope is ultimately this will help you guys to be able to figure out things that maybe are going on with you, maybe give you some insights, some different things. So let me see if I can figure out how to set this down. I need a better tripod. I don't know how to do that, but not with the way that this camera is and this phone now is. I should probably just go to a shorter, smaller screen. But if I want to shift gears, if I could sit it down, the angle is not going to be good, but I might just sit this down here. So apologies, just because I don't like that. Do it on the computer. Where else can I do it? I guess I'm going to hold it for now. I guess I'll see how long this really goes. I'm not planning to make this super long, but just want to share some things, a lot of things happening, some life changes, things have happened, some things I'm still not sure of, some things in life I'm hoping will happen, I don't know. And some personal things that I want to share, some philosophies and some insights. Also, just a lot of things I hope maybe will help other people that are going through maybe similar things. If you're struggling with certain things, maybe this will appeal to you. But I really want to just touch base on this because I feel like it's really important. And again, our ultimate goal has always been to help you guys out. You guys, if you know that, if you followed us for a long time, if you're familiar with our content of things that we do, we don't get very serious too often, but when we do, we want to make sure there's a purpose behind it. That's kind of what this is all about here. So with that being said, I want to jump into it. I'm not sure exactly where to start, to be quite honest. First of all, please, if you are following us here, make sure that you click the like and subscribe button if you're watching this on YouTube. We'd appreciate the support. Also, click notifications so when you know content like this or other episodes come out, you'll get notified right away. We'd also appreciate it if you guys would follow us, like and follow us on social media. We'd appreciate that as well. I just want to throw that out there so you guys are aware of that. We have some other events going on, but I'll get to that towards the end because I want to focus more on the content here and try to get this message going out. So, again, where to start? I might move to a more comfortable position. Maybe I can get actually let me try to do that. I want to see, I'm going to put my camera up for a minute. So give me a second. I might be able to find a more comfortable position. I might be able to do so with more of a hands-free kind of thing. I do have a tripod. I want to do that. I might get another tripod. It's really difficult because this type of setup I have now, but let's just do that. I guess this is going to be my best option. So Bear with me one more second. There we go. Oopsie-doodles. Of course, I have company here. I'll be able to do that other. Hold on. I promise I had this all planned out, but sometimes things don't work out that way too. What can I set? Oh, you know what I could do? I'm not sure what the lighting. I have to do this just for lighting's sake. Let's do that. In fact, there we go. Another great idea. If I can get this to work, then we'll keep this here. This will also give me hands free, and I think. Oh, just if I need controls, I'm not planning to. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Again, my head's kind of. I mean, if I sit back a little bit. Okay. So you guys know I may have shared a little bit. Had some personal things happen over the last little over a year now. Still not sure what the result is going to be. I'm still optimistic for a lot of things, but don't know. Not having much luck with anything there. I'm going to touch base a little bit more personally about that in a second. In addition to that, I recently made some changes. Right recently, actually, as of yesterday, looking at different opportunities job-wise. Decided to make some moves there. Probably gonna make some more moves down the road. Trying to just really see if I can find my purpose there. Obviously, you guys know, you've seen it. We're really working hard on our content, trying to get stuff out for the network. Still growing, still doing a lot of things, hoping to make some potential income from this, doing this, just so we can keep making content because we love to do this. But with that being said, trying to think about how to broach this too. So we all go through personal struggles. We learn. Hopefully, we learn a lot, and we struggle a lot of things, and we try to understand it. Let me start actually here. This is probably the best way to start this because might be able to speak to a lot of you guys if you know how this feels too. Why is my thing not there? I think there's a setting for it. I know it says it. Hold on. It's gonna bother me now. Let's see. Show badge on stage. No, I'm not worried about it. I'll figure it out later. Doesn't have my title and stuff, but that's not okay. Sorry, little things. So, with things that have gone on, it's been sort of a huge depressor for me for a lot of reasons. Not just personal life as far as relationships, anything like that, but also job, career, whatever you want to call it. I've been searching for answers for that for quite a long time, trying to figure out what I meant to do. Had a lot of goals, a lot of dreams. Some of them have changed recently. Some are similar. Not sure or to follow through with a lot of things. There's just different things that I've chased after, try to find, try to see, try to do, all that stuff. Never had much interest really in the 9 to 5 stuff. Want to make a living. Obviously, everybody has to do that, especially as you get older and you have families and all that stuff. It was important. But could never find what really made me happy and what I wanted to do. And I'm a lot older now. Obviously, I started this trend probably back since the end of high school, if we're going to really go far back. So I still quite haven't found my niche, and I'm not sure if I ever will. And I'm kind of giving up to the point of I'm struggling with where I'm at right now, to the point like I don't even know how to go about it. I've seen a lot of people, younger, whatever, go for different things that they're passionate about and make it. And that's great. And I use that as motivation. Like, that's fantastic. That's wonderful. I always love people to be successful. I don't ever wish ill will for people. I want to see everybody do well, but it just kind of makes me feel like, well, where does that leave me? Obviously, what am I doing wrong? Why am I not getting to certain goals? Am I not trying hard enough? Am I whatever? All those questions we ask. And it's even more prevalent today. Just presently, but also for me, as I said, being older now. in correlation with that, and dealing with a lot of personal relationship struggles, things like that, a lot of things have blown up, exploded, caused issues, whatever you want to call it. Guys know I mentioned a personal friend of mine, close friend of mine, had died almost actually just past 2 years ago now, ironically. So dealing with that, dealing with a lot of pressures from a lot of things, just kind of everything blowing up. Okay, and pressures are still on. They're not going away. It's just going to get worse. And I know my time is probably going to be short on this planet. Quite honest with you guys, as morbid as that sounds, I don't know what else I'm going to do. So, but I'm going to make the most of the time that I have, whatever I have. And we don't know what time we're going to have anyway. But I've always said, and I'm holding true to the fact that I want it to be positive, proactive, productive, and I want to be at least give back some way to potential future generations, to inspire people, all that stuff. The thing that makes it really difficult is I've used the term, I just can't hitch a break. One thing happens, something else happens. We've all been there. Everybody kind of understands that, but it's just really not anymore. It's so true now to the point where, I give up a lot of stuff just because I can't ever get ahead. I can't ever, and I'm not happy and content with really anything, quite honestly. Uh, Focusing on obviously building this brand and network, this has been going on for several years now, and I'm very proud of it. Big Hoss and I have worked hard at our stuff. We created this whole new networking thing. We have all this stuff, going on. I'm proud of that, and I'm proud of the success. I'm proud of the fact I'm going back to do martial arts. That's a big passionate part of my life, big part of who I am. Some other things that I'm interested and passionate about, trying to get back into that too. But there's still certain aspects of your life that are missing that really leave a gaping hole for you. I've been one of those where I've had very few relationships over time. Nothing that really has meant so much to me, at least early on. When you find family is a very great thing. Family is people close to you, loved ones, and I always said to myself, I don't want to be by myself. I want to be alone. Just trying to figure out where I fit in, all that stuff. Okay. And still no answers to this day, to this point. And then you start questioning, we all probably do, is it me? What am I doing wrong? What did I do wrong? Is it just life dealing me a bad hand? Is it both? I'm in the kind of the aspect belief that just the system is working. The world's working against me, basically. Life is just not in my favor. I'm not built for life, basically. And the reason why I say that is because everything I try to do, everything I attempt to do, nothing just really pans out. And I'll be honest with you guys too, if you follow us long enough too. This is kind of sort of the same pathway I went down when we started doing the podcast and we started doing shows. And I've shared this with Big Hoss before. And again, I am really, and we're not quite to the goal we want to be at. We're so much closer though, which I'm really, really thankful for. We have a lot of great people that we have worked alongside, worked with, still working with some folks, which is massive and fantastic. We're still at a goal that we need to hit yet that we're not quite there, but we're getting there. So aside from that, and I'm not talking strictly about this, but aside from all this stuff, there's other aspects and goals that I just can't seem to figure out. And it involves personal things. It involves trying to figure out family stuff. I'm going to put this out there. I'm going to switch gears in a second because I want to be more on this personal level with family, but it's trying to figure out where I fit in, how I fit in, how do I fix, yada, yada, yada. All that stuff. Okay. So family things have been rough. A lot of turmoil there, a lot of things that were caused after that fact. And I want to make this clear just because anybody who knows me, and again, I just want it said so that if anything ever comes back, this is where I have it. It's on record, it's on camera, and all that stuff. I might leave this up for a while, and maybe I'll change the status to private after a while. I'm not sure. I'm always going to fight for my family, things that mean the most to me. There's so many things I've tried to attain in life. There's so many things I've chased after, so many the next biggest things, greatest things, challenges, whatever was the height at the time, all that stuff. Especially being younger in the course of time. What I've come to realize is there's certain things in life that you're blessed and gifted with, and I didn't know how to handle with it because I've never been, I've never had an opportunity. I always wondered what it was like to have a family, and like my family growing up, seeing my parents have kids, and the whole 9 yards. I didn't understand fully the pinnacle of what that really was until more recently, over the last several years now. Um, I am very much still fighting for that, even though all the odds seem to be against me and I have no support behind it. I have no encouragement. I'm basically fighting this by myself. Um, and could be a losing battle. Maybe it is. Don't know. I'm hoping and praying not, but I can't answer that. It's not entirely up to me. But I want it known that I am still fighting for it. That I'm still going to. It's probably gonna be the last thing I do in this existence, but I'm going to go down fighting, and I'm going to not give up there. Because when you find that special thing, and it's more people, it's relationships, it's family. It's not the lavish job that you get six figures on. It's not the cars or the houses or the fame, the notoriety, whatever. And it's hard in our culture. It's been hard since I got out of high school. Coming at that time, a lot of you guys maybe are similar. Coming in at the end of the recession or the beginning of the recession at that time, it's gotten so much worse, and it's not going to get better. It's going to only get worse. The trade-off is, and I keep telling myself, I don't know how to make it through now. It's even worse now. I thought I was struggling before. It's 10 times worse now. Fighting it by yourself. So, don't know where to turn, where to go. I know what I usually do, but I can't do that. So, and I'm tired of, and this is another point I want to make out because this is a big thing I hear a lot about people say this. I am tired of worrying about what other people think of me. I'm tired about influence of other people. I'm tired of everybody's giving their opinions about certain things. I always like to take advice. So anybody who understands me knows I will always take advice from people. It's nothing I'm not going to do, but it comes a point where the advice is not helpful. Everybody's a critic. Everybody has their own opinion. I am absolutely done with that. I have learned to take aggressive stances on I have to fight for me, and I will fight for anybody else close to me because I'm tired of being told one thing and led one way and being manipulated in other places. Now, I've been told I can be manipulative. In some cases, I probably could be, but I've learned a lot to try hard not to be that case and not to come off that way. Sometimes it does. Can't control that. We're all human. And so, those are some of the things I thought about recently that I've had made mistakes before. But there's other factors involved that are causing manipulation there. Now, in same sequence of events with that, whether it's job, whether it's whatever, I have learned recently to take more of a stance for me because I realize that no one else is going to do it. And I am not going to be pushed, pursued, bullied, anything, no matter what. I put my foot down. That stops. I've said this before. A lot of people close to me have heard me say this. I've been through high school. We've all been there. We've all been through high school. We've all been through that whole realm of puberty growing up. Not going through all this drama again. Done with the drama. Absolutely no time for it. No patience for it. No tolerance for it. The whole bit. So why I say this is because of all the drama happening as of late. And certain people I know can be selfish that way. And I mean, again, there's certain problems we all have to face. And I think a lot of us are in that realm of we have to take care of ourselves and focus on problems. But when you have people that relate to you, people that understand you, people that support you and are close to you, I have always appreciated that. And I've tried. Not the best at expressing myself, except when I get upset. And that's usually because I get pushed to a level of there's no other recourse. There's no other middle ground. I'm being attacked. I'm going to lash back out. It's just that simple. Okay. I don't like violence. I don't like to be, but I'm prepared. I'm trained for it. I'm ready for it. I don't like confrontation, but I'm not afraid of it. Very much similar to one of my favorite movies. I mean, I love a lot of martial arts films, but Roadhouse is one of my favorites. Patrick Swayze in that film was fantastic. Try to de-escalate, not get aggressive, but if provoked and if the situation is warranted, you do what you gotta have to do. Basically, in a nutshell. So it's no different, obviously, it's no different in the same vein of things where, you just get pushed past your limits. I have a very high tolerance usually. I'm not one to buckle. I'm not one to, I don't like to get aggressive, as I said, but it happens. And people misunderstand me saying, oh, you're just a nasty person. You're just aggressive. I have no interest in any of that stuff. Now, along those lines, also one thing that I've learned a lot too as of late is people say, "Oh, you're scary, or you're fear of me." Why are you afraid of me? I really don't think it's me you're afraid of. You're afraid of yourself, or you're afraid of the fear that comes with that. But why are you afraid of me? Like, you know what I mean? Like we probably heard this said. Guys may have heard this said before. People say that. What is really there to fear except fear itself? So when you kind of make those excuses or you make those thoughts to yourself, there is some legitimacy to it. I'm not gonna lie. That's just part of the nature of the course of everything. But in the same context, when you surrender to fear and you give into that fear and you're really are gripped by complete fear, it goes beyond fear into terror, which a lot of people do. It's a very real thing. That's a whole different level of things. Okay. And I know a lot of people like that. We're timid, very shy, are easily persuadable, easily manipulated there, easily pushed to points where they're not comfortable, all that stuff. Okay. Got to break out of that shell. Got to find a way to stick up for you. I'm going to stick up for you if I'm close enough to you to care about you. And I'm speaking to some people I know that might be watching this. I have a lot of friends that are supportive. There are people I know too. But I will stick up and always fight for you, even if it doesn't seem that way. Okay. I haven't in the past for some. I made a lot of mistakes. I've had a lot of time to think about it. I am ready to make that commitment moving forward. Not going to repeat patterns for that one. Too old for it. Too done with it. Too many same mistakes. It's over. Done with. Move on. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. But fear is a very debilitating and crippling disease that we need to get ahead of. If you don't get ahead of it, it will swallow you up and spit you back out. It's going to destroy you. Okay. Now, I have a lot of fears of the unknown. I don't know where a lot of things are going to go. I don't know if I can maintain myself. I don't know if I can keep going at this point. But until I figure out what the next best course of option is, and there's a lot of things I thought about, I'm left with no choice but to persevere through, push it through, and so forth. So I'm checking my rings here. They tend to shift. I think my fingers swell and they shrink. I might actually take these off for the night. Put them away. Put them here for now. But my whole point in sharing this with you guys and telling you this is really challenge you to think about a lot of things. Don't just worry about bills, life. It's all part of the adult life. We get it. We understand. But take risks, take chances. Like I'm pushing down to take care of this network thing. I started this idea. I have other great guys I work with, my friends, people I got to know. We're starting something special with this. And I think it's going to have the potential to be a lot of great things. And I'm not building it for me. I'm building it for others. I'm building it to leave a legacy. I'm building it to leave to somebody else. Somebody once told me great saying, I'm building this in the hopes that maybe one day once I'm gone or I decide to move on or whatever, somebody else will take over. I don't plan to do that for a while, quite a long time if I don't retire first. But I want this to be sustainable to leave to someone else. Whatever that legacy is going to be, whoever's going to take it over, I don't know. I want to have this prepared. I want this to be its own thing, the whole bit. So, actually it's going to bother me. Hold on 1 second. Be just brief silence for just a second. I'll be right back. Don't go away. I got to stand up for a minute anyway. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Coming back. Hold on. Hold on. Walking back, shifting gears. Putting different accessories on. Let me just try these on for a bit. I haven't worn these in a little bit. Switching gears a little bit because I have these rings I have to put on my ring fingers because they're too small for my index. I'm trying to wear it like the traditional way, but anyway. So let me back up just a little bit. There we go. I kind of reached that pinnacle where I'm like, you know what, I'm going for broke because the only thing left is death at this point. Really, as morbid as that sounds. So what am I truly afraid of? Why am I not taking risks, taking chances? What am I? And I think for the longest time, I've been too afraid to take chances to the level of I've held myself back. I don't want to do that anymore. And I want to right some wrongs and I want to readjust some things. I really would like to put my life back to where I've had it because I think I understand now the level of what was there and what happened there, and I think can be there again if given the opportunity. All I need is one more opportunity. That's all I need. Um, Not for, and again, I would sacrifice everything else that would be amount to success just to have a normalcy of that life back that I've had before. Um, so, in my talking to you guys about this, whoever's watching this, whether you're watching live or watching later on after this goes off the air, this will be up for a little bit. I want to challenge you guys to really think about what's important for you. Think about priorities. Think about, don't think about, again, we talk about this like even here on the shows. Success is not what we think it always is. Success is not always built on the amount of money you make, the celebrity status, maybe fame and fortune, all that stuff. What you have, what you don't have. All these little elements to it. Success can just be having a good home life, having a good family, having food on the table, having. We all like pleasures in life. We're all that way. It's human nature, right? But just having something there, an opportunity where you have something that makes you happy, something that feels like you. I haven't felt like me for a long time, and I don't know if I ever will again. That's just a fact. And people can tell me, I've had people tell me different things. Oh, you got to figure this out. Oh, you got to make differences. You got to move on to other things. I know me and what I can tolerate and what I want to do and what I can't do. And I can honestly tell you that that will not work for me unless certain things are going to go on and happen. And I will just keep it strictly at that. I can't elaborate. That's personal things I don't want to share publicly here. I'm just going to change I want to put a little bit of a promotion thing up here. I got to find the right thing. So, there is, and I've spent nights laying awake thinking about it. I'm journaling a lot of things, writing a lot of things down. Going back over memories for a lot of things, replaying a lot of things, thinking about a lot of things. I've tweaked a lot of things. I've thought about, adjusted all this stuff. Okay. And even in more of my professional life, you want to call it that, I'm not in a setting where I want to be yet, but I'm getting there. I'm not complaining too much. I've had to learn to fight for myself because nobody else, again, as I said, no one's going to fight for you. And you know what? We live in a society where life is hard enough and you struggle with a lot and things are just going to fall apart. And if you don't stick up for you, you're going to go down with the ship. And I'm not doing that. I've been in situations where I've been a scapegoat. I've been the fall guy too many times. I'll risk being homeless just for that reason. I would give up a lot just for that reason in a job setting where I'm not going to be taking the use and abuse kind of thing. It just kind of stops. And I encourage you guys, if you're in that situation, really evaluate and see, if nothing else, stand up for yourself and speak out. Don't sit there and take what's being dealt to you, because if it's not a fair thing, and it might not be, you shouldn't have to take that. Okay. So that's a massive, massive thing that I want to point out there too. Part of the great risk factor. Okay. So, these are just a lot of little tidbits of information, but this is very, very important. And I want to share this because I'll probably share some more of this. I'm going to probably do some reels on my page. If you guys don't follow me, you can check that out. I should probably put the link for that too somewhere. I got to create links for us independently too, as well as stuff together. But just really kind of live journaling, live talking things through, sharing all this stuff out here. I'm going to be doing other podcasts too. I want to do some more Aikido and life in the martial arts. I'm going to get back to that. It's really big for me. The Law and Justice show. We're going to be launching a bunch of other stuff too. I'm trying to get little bit tidbits of information out for everybody as well. But yeah, so This is just something that some thoughts, and I'm basically thinking out loud, diary out loud, all that stuff. Um, so my biggest struggles are, again, not taking a lot of risks in life, and I'm at the point now where, you know what, you kind of live it and say death's the next best option. So what do I have really to be afraid of at this point? The answer really is nothing. Then, so that's why I'm taking a lot of chances as of late, because there's really nothing much left for me to lose. As much as people say to me, "Oh, you got plenty left to lose." Oh, there's nothing. There really isn't much left for me to lose, to be quite honest with you. That's just the reality of the situation. I can't elaborate too much, but I can pretty much guarantee you that, take my word for it, that's just the truth of the slice of the humble pie. Okay. Um, and don't know for how much longer. Don't know what might happen, could happen, should happen, doesn't happen. I've been told a lot of things are going to happen. They don't happen. I've been led to believe certain things that were going to happen have not happened yet. I've been, again, toyed with, played with. And it's easy for people to run and hide. Take shots at me, call me whatever, make up excuses. You want to make me the bad guy? You make me the bad guy. Perfectly fine. I could care less, and I really don't care anymore. As I don't want to say, because again, as YouTube for that reason, but as Sabrina Carpenter said, my give a F's are on vacation. I don't care. I don't have a single F to give at this point. If you're with me, you support me, I'm right back there with you. Okay. It's the same thing we said. Now, we've had people, just switching a tiny bit of a gear, like we've had people involved in the network and stuff that want to do things with us podcasting wise. Everybody's welcome. Love to have the opportunity. Would love people to come on board. And if you have a show or know somebody wants to do a show, come join us. We want to see everybody succeed and grow. We're trying to build this model, but we're not for everybody. So if it's not a fit for you, it's nothing personal for us there. We're going to move forward. And if you choose not to, that's perfectly fine. It's up to you. But the point of it is making that statement. Okay. So, and people are not going to know your feelings if you don't share them openly. All right. And that goes for everything. That goes anything. That goes for personal relationships, family, friends, spouse, or boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. It also goes with job. It goes with hobbies, things, any corner of life, really. That should be your ultimate preface, is making that statement there and understanding your value and your worth. I've said this as of late because I've struggled with this, where I won't say where, when, why. I've been somewhere where I don't feel valued. Shared that many times, not heard, not understood, not talked. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. I've made my feelings known, and I had to make a decision for me, and I did. Just what it is. But I don't want to be somewhere where I'm not valued or not appreciated. And, I'm not asking for a lot, but you know what I mean? You guys know what it's like. We all want to know what our worth is. We all want to know what we mean to people and places and professional sense, whatever it is. You want to know that you mean something to somebody, okay? Because we're all human beings. We all have thoughts, feelings, emotions, expressions, all that stuff, okay? And this is the reason why I'm saying this, is if you know people like that, please be curious to people. I know we don't always agree on politically on things, or there's different, people are different in nature, okay? Mankind, we're not all meant to get along, all right? I just bring this up because I think about this, still thinking about the situation with Charlie Kirk back from August. Okay, that's been several months now, but just because you don't view or share this person's opinions doesn't mean they're wrong. It doesn't mean someone has to lose their life over it, okay? And I'll say this, because I don't talk a lot about it too, and I'm not going to share my specific viewpoints, but when you're talking politics, for example, okay, everybody has an opinion. There's so many things going on in our culture today. You can agree and disagree and all that stuff, but you got to be fair to everybody else. So get your point across, get your viewpoint, and share your opinion, but yet don't argue and don't fight. We're human beings at the end of the day. Just try to find common ground, okay? Just a food for thought. So I do want to end this here shortly. I don't want to draw this on too long, but I want to end this especially on a more personal note. So, target audience, whoever's watching this too. I am patiently waiting. Hoping and praying for things to resolve. Don't know if they were going to resolve. Don't know what's going to happen for me in life. But I'm always fighting for what I have said I was fighting for before. Fighting for a life, for the family, all that stuff. Even if that family does not, or is not looking for me right now, or not caring enough about me right now, still fighting for that. And I'm going up against the great odds because everybody says, "Oh, you're crazy. Oh, you're grasping at straws," and you can't be thinking that because it's not going to happen. It's not possible. Anything's possible, but it's just a matter of, is it wanted back? It's the same feeling I have, that I feel, is it reciprocated? Don't know, but I will not give up until I'm dead and gone. Which, who knows when that'll be? Could be sooner, could be later. I have some thoughts on that, but I won't share that publicly. I will just say that if there's nothing else I've done in life, and I haven't up to this point, I'm going to fight for that and just really hang tough to the point of going down swinging. Said it before, we'll say it again, we'll continue to say that. So I hope you guys feel the same way about things that you're passionate, that you love, and all that kind of stuff. So my deterrence is not, I'm not deterred. My confidence isn't shaken. I've been through a lot of hells to this point, and it probably is not going to stop yet, but I'm not going to give up. No matter what you think you've done to me, what you think you're going to do to me, what's happened, doesn't matter. Moving forward and looking forward. So point of reference is, and that goes for you, saying me, but also you guys, things that have happened, let it go, move on, move forward. Still have a good life, can still enjoy life and have a great opportunity if you take it and grip it and make the opportunity happen. But you have to want to do that. You have to have the determination to want to do that. So make that a goal, make that a priority, make that a mindset. And if you really want to have it happen, it will happen, but only you can do that. So I implore you guys for that one. Keep you guys in thoughts and prayers, thinking about everybody. I love you guys very much for that. I hope you do the same for me. And if you have, I appreciate that. You want to message me directly on my Facebook and everything with that, message me. That's fine. I will answer, or anywhere else. Or send us emails. That's fine. j_jproductionstudios at yahoo.com or airwaykingdomnetwork@gmail.com. Either way. But yes, and lastly, for anybody listening to, and again, people I know, maybe friends, family, I have a special message out there that I love you very much. Always have, always will. Fighting for you, waiting for you, being patient. I know a lot of things have happened. I have some close friends and family. I've had some things happen, and I'm deeply sorry for, regret for. But I hope that you'll still come looking for me and choose me, and I choose you, and we still work things through, because at the end of the day, we are all we have. Okay. I just want to put that out there. I'll probably do more later, but I want to just kind of keep this brief at this point. So I implore you guys, follow your dreams. Don't give up. Go for broke. Take your shots now. I'm going with also another quote that's from Wayne Gretzky there. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So take a shot. If you swing and a miss, at least you took a shot. But don't be afraid to, because you might not get another one. Be yourselves. Follow your heart and your soul and your dreams. Go for it. Don't let people walk all over you. Fight for yourself as well. And we can all be happy if we work together, be unified, be collective, and really just be there for each other. So I appreciate that, you guys. We appreciate the love and support here we've had. I'm doing these shows for a while. I can't wait to see what else is coming up. We got a lot of things happening as well coming up in the near future. So we hope you guys are just as equally excited. We can't wait. We're looking forward to more. Hope you guys are going to be there for the ride. Sorry, it will happen at some point. Step this up. There we go. But we appreciate you guys being here. Again, if you missed it, we did do another Pod Squares episode that was launched earlier, a few hours ago. We also have a new Three Amigos episode coming out on Friday. Hope you guys will tune in for that. I will do more here. Big Hoss is probably going to do some more as well. We want to make sure that we get some great content out. A lot of more things, a lot of great things are going to be happening. A lot more, and a lot more stuff, things coming to come as well. Make sure you follow us there, J&J Production Studios. You saw the link there. Also, check out the Airway Kingdom Network. We have our new YouTube channel set up, as well as a Facebook group page. You can check that out as well. It's not hard to find, at Airway Kingdom Network. Check it out today. Thank you guys so much for listening. I will share more. It's kind of a little video blog journal kind of thing, but I want to see this special message out. I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you watch this rebroadcast either, appreciate that as well. But I'm going to say goodnight here. Listen for more. I want to share some more. I hope you guys are interested. Again, I'm going to keep this as a short little thing, just to feel like I want to get this all out for me. But again, for the special folks out there, you know who you are. I love you. I'm here. No matter what happens, I'm here. But I just hope that you're there too. So good night, everybody. Happy Thursday. I will see you guys for more great content. Stay tuned. I appreciate you all being here. Have a great night. And until next time, see you guys very, very soon. Again, love you, appreciate you, and thank you guys for the support. Means the world to all of us, and hope it's just as exciting for all of you. So thank you guys. Take care. That's the wrong message. Sorry. I'm just realizing that's not the right one. That's the right one. There we go. And then we'll see you guys at the next show. Remember, happy life is important. So make the most of it. Make your own dreams come true. See you guys very soon. Take care.
Thank you for listening to the podcast. Be sure to check J&J Production Studios on Linktree for all the streaming services and social media accounts where our shows are featured. We love and appreciate all your support. And as always, until next time, we'll see you at the show.